Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have got a E-Class W213 chassis. I thought I'd do a quick video on it because of a problem I've seen a couple of times now. The problem is windows don't operate or mirrors won't operate. In this case it is mirrors. As you can see, both mirrors are folded outwards, so we are going to fold them inwards. Right, sorry about that, we had a bit of a camera malfunction. So as you could see, I was trying to fold the mirrors in and out on the door switch and it wasn't working. We've now got it on the Diagnostic machine and we are going to look at the left front door control units and the right front door control units. I will show you in a minute. Both of those control units have got no fault codes. So you'd think, well, what's wrong then? Well, I've had this a few times, so I'll repeat myself again. I've had windows not working and mirrors not working, not at the same time, separate, but it is corrupt software in the door control units that cause this. So I'm going to go in right front door control unit first and I'll show you that there's no codes. So as you can see, we are in right front door, which is this one. I'm going to go error codes and you will see no codes. So I'm going to override the door switch and I am going to fold the mirrors in and out myself using the Diagnostic. So see if we can get it both on camera. There you go. So that's in, that's out. So now we're going to go to adaptations and we are going to check if there is software updates available. So I've successfully logged in. As you can see, there is a software update available. The following symptoms can be remedied: window lifting, outside mirror, mirror adjustment or operation malfunction. So we need to carry out software updates for drivers and passenger door, and hopefully that fixes our problem. But before we do that, we need to set up the battery control unit to provide the car with enough power while we're doing the software update. Put the bonnet in service mode all the way up. Okay, this is the battery support unit. This provides 13 volts at all times to the car while we're doing a software update. So we will connect the leads up, positive and earth, set it off at 13 volts so we can carry out the update, and then we'll see what happens. Right, we're all connected. We are going to set it off diagnostic mode, 13 amps. We need to wait until it registers 13 amps. Sorry, volts, not amps. 13 volts on the diagnostics, and then we can proceed with our update. Do you want to carry out? Yes, we do. And it even asks you for a reason why, so that helps with Mercedes for future reference. So the more people that put the information in, the more they can help us back, basically. Not that they are much help, but then again. This is why it's important to maintain 13 volts, because when a car is programming, all sorts of strange things can happen. One, you've got the ignition on, which takes a lot of power. It puts the xenon headlamps on. Sometimes the wipers can activate, and it takes a lot of power whilst it's doing it. So if you was to lose power, you would cause some damage to the car. So to maintain that, it is putting in 32 amps at the moment, which is a lot. So basically it's like simulating the car running. Okay, software is complete, programming. We now move on to coding. Programming and coding is two different things. Software is software, and coding is like the specification of the car. Two different things. Okay, driver side's done. We're now moving on to front left door. I'm going to do both front doors just to be safe. And then we can get back to testing to see if it's cured it. So models affected that I've figured out so far are 213 E-classes. If you don't know what 213 E-class is, it is one of these. We used to have this fault actually on, there you go. I was saying it can do strange things when you're programming. The wipers have just kicked in. That's why you need your battery support unit on. Sorry, the first time we ever discovered it was on 221 S-classes, which is an old car now, but that was the first time I'd come across it. That was for Windows not working. So that is a 213 E-class, windows and mirrors not working. See the wipers going off. So we've got wipers going off, headlamps going off. The dash will be doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Yeah, loads of malfunctions on the dash. And if we have a look how many amps that's putting in now, still similar. There's nothing you can do about the wipers going off, by the way. You've just got to live with it. Just get it done as quick as you can. Okay, programming is complete. We are now going to do a full code clear on the full car, because it would have picked up all sorts of communication faults while you're doing an update. Let's get that cleared and let's see if it's fixed the problem. After you have done the software in the door, you need to re-normalize the window, and holding the window switch up and down like you would used to isn't very successful on these, so you've got to do it on the machine. So I'm going to press that, get round to the car quickly. It's already dropped the window. It's going to put itself back up, reprogram itself, so that window's now taught in. So the one touch feature should work. So you've got, zoom back a bit, all the way down, all the way up. One. A lot of people don't know that a window switch has two buttons. You press it a little bit and you're in control, you can let go. And if you press it to the second button, it goes all the way. So one button back, I'm in control, press it all the way, let go, goes all the way on its own. So back in the car, I have still got the battery support unit on, so I'm not going to start it. I'm just going to leave the ignition on. Hopefully you can see the mirror there. So this is the first time I'm doing it. I've not tried it before. Let's see if it works. I actually panicked for a minute then, I didn't think it was. So there you go. Mirrors not working, or windows not working, no fault codes. It is corrupt software in door control units. You would expect to pay anything from £100 to £200 to fix something like that, because anyone who has a diagnostic machine capable of updating software, I have a genuine Mercedes machine, it is not cheap. It is not cheap. So you could pay anything from £100 to £200 quite easily. A lot of people would say that's a lot of money when there's no parts. Well, if you needed a part, it'd be even dearer than that. So, you know, it is what it is. We also are going to check to make sure when we lock the car, fold in. When we unlock the car, fold out. Hope you like that video. Like and subscribe. Comment. I'm brand new back to YouTube. Let me know what you wouldn't want to see. Hopefully this might help another garage out anyway, if they're pulling the air out, taking all the door panels off, testing window motors, testing mirrors. It could just be software. One of my workers working away in the background there. So yeah, hopefully it helps someone out. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks very much. Bye.